on so that we're recording. So expand on that. What does that mean exactly, Theresa?
That wasn't the intention for our call.
No, but I'm curious. I'm so curious. You've opened that doorway.
Well, there's a lot of very strong cosmic intense energies at the moment coming through since the blue moon, the eclipse. Are you feeling it? Are you seeing a lot of chaos come into people's
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes. I'm so glad you clarified that.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we're really, you know, when I was talking about those master classes that I was guided, that was to energetically prepare people a little bit more for the intensity and to really step up into self-mastery, and no more bullshitting, no more distractions, no more shiny bright objects. Just be on your freaking path, and we're going to put it in your face.
Wow.
You know, over and over again. Manifestations are happening quicker than ever. So, you know, those that are not listening, you know, obviously are in more suffering than others. And also minding your own business. So there's so much happening in other people's worlds where you're a little bit in their world more than your own. You're gonna feel it and get a little slap. This morning I'm just seeing this slapping around the face stuff, right?
Yeah.
So ascension symptoms really are when your awareness is at a level that you're aware of more on a cosmic level. The subtlest, you feel these energies and they're just waking you up. They're waking you up more and more. So you're feeling, you know, you'll go through feelings of maybe headache. They're things people go to the doctors for. You may be having nausea, headaches, just feeling a little bit like you're off the planet, not very grounded. Some people even get like flu-like symptoms, those sorts of things, and all that is your body is waking up. Like it's the embodiment of a higher vibration of you, waking up to that higher vibration. And this often happens if you have energy work with certain types of people, I guess, people who actually can really get to the work. And also, you know, on a cosmic level, since 2012, it's been a lot stronger. And this is a really powerful time between now and, they say, the 16th of February, where our intuition is heightened. The ability to tune in and get your messages and connect with your purpose and innate gifts and all of those things is really heightened for those that are aware. And obviously activating those deeper gifts, that higher vibration within yourself, and that's what creates those ascension symptoms. Yeah.
Wow, that's so powerful. I'm so pleased that you explained that, because there's a lot of stuff going on, right, in the background that we don't understand, and you just feel different, right, about things.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm feeling right now.
Yeah.
And it's makes sense now, right? I didn't realize the impact so much. I kind of knew intellectually the impact of the blue super blood moon, and I wrote a little blog about it, but your explanation of it really makes sense to me now, right? I kind of get it, what's happening. So that's really cool. That's really cool.
Quick question. Do you think the work that you do on those masterclasses definitely helped in our heightened awarenesses, if you'd call it that, if you'd call it heightened awarenesses or connection. I feel very connected after doing your masterclasses.
Mm. Mm.
And there's a lot going on. I've made decisions. I've made bold decisions, like big decisions.
Mm.
And I'm trusting that everything's going to be fine. I've never been in this place before, ever. Like, I don't have a full direction. I don't have a full plan. You know, it's like I'm just trusting that let's just make this big move. Let's do this and let's just see what happens. I'm going with the flow, really, literally going with the flow.
Yeah, and you're somewhat aware and somewhat not, right, Trish?
Yes.
Yeah. And that's really stepping into fourth dimensional living is where you're at. You're at this, sort of the edge of that, like that initial, it's kind of like you're feeling pulled and you get to that stage where you have free will, like you have choice, but you can't not choose it. That's the feeling. You can't not choose it. Yeah.
They're the words, pulled. Chris, how many times have I said to you, I feel like I'm being pulled? Yeah. Like there'll be a little niggling doubt. I'll have a moment where I'm doing the right thing, and then all of a sudden it's just fine. It just passes very quickly. And then, well, I'm on this route. I'm on this path. I'm pulled towards doing it.
Well, you asked for this, Trish. In our conversations with Trish and Chris, you actually asked for this.
Wow. How about that? How about that for awareness?
You said something like, is there a way that the universe can do 80% of the work and we do 20?
That's great. That's great.
Just keep trusting, right? Just keep doing like what we're doing, right? Because it's true. It's true. It's helping to make decisions that I would never have made before.
Yeah, and just getting more practiced at tuning in and listening.
Yeah.
And just and keep getting more practiced at that and feeling, you know, along with it. So that's what the practice is. So the more that you do that, then the concept of trust disappears and you are just embodied in that way of life.
Wow.
Yeah. So the trust is when the mind's still kicking in.
Yeah.
So what happens? This is the process. We're all in the intellect, the mind. Then we start a journey from the mind to the heart.
Yeah.
And it will, the mind, those things will always kick in because we're in a permanent awakening of many levels in this lifetime. So it will still kick in. But when you take that strong journey from here to here, then what happens is when you're strongly integrated in the heart space, which is fourth dimensional living, then what will happen is the mind will serve the heart.
Okay.
Instead of the mind just forcing, pushing, the mind running the show.
Yeah.
And so you won't feel the battle between that inner conflict within what your mind's telling you need to do, what society's telling you need to do, what the patterns are telling you need to do, and what your heart really wants.
Wow.
That inner conflict disappears. But it'll still rise up and come, but you'll get stronger in that, and your awareness will go, oh, I'm in my head. Okay.
Yeah,
you're right. You're right. You're spot on. That's exactly how this is panning out. This is exactly the journey right now. I don't understand it at all. And trying to understand it, I don't think is a good place either. I just not with it. No.
Yeah. It's an experience.
Yes. Yes. And unique to your own journey and unique to you, because it feels like I'm flying fast, right, Chris? Like every day there is change in my life, and
it's all around you, right? It's everywhere. It's all around you.
It's all happening right now, like right now, and it's just relating to just decisions that I can make without me having to make them, if you know what I mean. It's just all connected.
The next logical step. It just seems like the next logical step all the time.
Yep. And I don't even know if I'm keeping up with it.
Yeah. You just need to keep asking for the next step, the next step, the next step. Just be in that space. That's where it's at. Yeah.
That's great. That's such good tip, advice, recommendation. Because if I go too far in my thought, that's when the head does.
Yeah.
I have like a moment of like
overwhelm.
Yeah. Right? If I just go like, show me the next step, I'm just going to go with the flow. I feel good. This is great. This is good. This is heading me in the right direction. It's a feeling place rather than a headspace.
Yeah.
That's where you need to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally what Theresa's saying right here. Yeah.
Brilliant.
That's really powerful, Theresa. Thank you so much. It's given us so much clarity. Honestly, it really has. Like,
really?
I don't even know where that came from, but that was just what we needed to hear.
Spot on.
Well, interesting. My symptoms have disappeared now, so that's interesting.
Wow. See, that's incredible. Now, why are we on this call? You have something that you wanted to talk to us about. So
it was back when we were doing the master classes that I just had this inspired thought come up around the fact that, you know, there were people jumping on, particularly in the early days, that are entrepreneurs, right? And talking about marketing and that sort of thing. And so I do tend to attract a lot of people that need this sort of help in their businesses. I'm not sure going into the future whether I will be or not. Things are changing, you know, quite a lot as well. But I guess what I wanted to do was find out more about what else you girls offer, because you are the girls I would like to refer people to. Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing that this has come up right now, because we've just completed our first book.
Woo! Well done.
And that's a big thing, right? And we're so proud. We're going to be offering a program, around that book, but a coaching program virtually. So
that's what I was feeling. Yeah. I wasn't feeling the book. That's a surprise, but I was feeling coaching. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
We haven't developed that yet, but it won't take long.
It's developed already, Chris.
I think so. It's
developed already.
It's there, right? We just haven't physically done it. Okay, so
you just haven't written it out on paper. That's all.
It's there.
Yeah,
it's there. Yeah. It's ready tomorrow. Really, seriously. I know it.
Chris, are you holding back on that a bit?
I'm a bit. You can see I'm just a little bit, just a little bit tentative, I suppose.
Trish is. It's like the horse race when they're in those things. Trish is like fighting that, ready to go, and you're like, oh, you're at the back of the stall.
Great analogy. Oh my gosh, yes.
It's done.
Yes, I have to get on this horse, right? I have to get on up the front, not pulling back.
Forward. Yep. Yeah. Step forward, dear.
And that's okay, because what happens is in this whole thing is that, because I know I'm ready to go. Like, I know I can just say, we can do it tomorrow. We could put it on tomorrow. I know that for a fact that we could put it on tomorrow. that's okay. I think it's being open and aware of that process, Chris, that you can just be on that and trusting that.
Oh, yeah, totally.
And which you do always trust that, oh, yeah, okay, we can do that for sure. We will.
Yeah.
You know?
Like we got on a call today and we had no clue as to why we're on that call, and then all of a sudden we were told, well, you're going to be running this call, and we went, oh, okay, and we just leaned into it and did it, you know, like they're the type of things that just happen now.
Yeah,
we'd be fine. We could run it tomorrow.
Yeah,
we could. Yeah. So just letting you know that as a side note, Chris, like for sure. This is very exciting, Theresa. I can see us potentially, you know, doing something where we could, this is just very inspired thought right now that's just coming through now, whether we run some, because I noticed on your webinars, a lot of people, it was all business related. These were small business owners, and every goal or every, you know, thing that they wanted to work on was all business based. And it was incredible. It really was powerful. And maybe there's some future work on webinars that three of us could potentially do, host, you know, that could, if you've got referrals or people that want to build sales funnels, YouTube channels, marketing per se, online marketing, we could, the three of us could do something down the track as far as webinars go, combining what you do with all of our skills and talents. I don't know, just throwing that one out there.
Yeah.
You know, there are definitely the pathway, the doorway's opened completely. We can serve each other in whatever ways possible, from a mindset perspective or from a building a business perspective. You know, I mean, there are so many possibilities, so many.
Yeah. I mean, we have no hesitation in telling people about your masterclasses and what you deliver.
Yeah.
So, you know, even our members, we're going to be, you know, if this is what is okay with you, we'd love for them to experience some of the breakthroughs that we've experienced with you.
We're sort of a testament to your process too. So maybe that's a great starting point. It could be, once we've launched the 7 steps to creating an online business. That's what it's Lead Your Lifestyle. And the 7 steps to creating an online business is what the subtitle is on the book, and therefore the training program, therefore the webinars, that's going to be the flow through. And part of those 7 steps is training your mind. And maybe that could be the first step, is you being part of that webinar, and that potentially you could see where this is all going.
Yeah, I mean, that feels really good to me, ladies, because I've been at a stage for a long time where it hasn't felt good for me to work alone per se, and to form collaboration type scenarios where you're working with others. I mean, that is the new paradigm. And it was just interesting to me how it's been unfolding, I guess. You know, you invite me to your online members portal, and I'm not really doing the SFM business per se, and one of the main reasons I'm not sort of getting started with that is because I know that it takes, you know, I like to do what you ladies do. I like to nurture people along and support and help them in those type of business models. And I know that that would not be something that I'm being called to do as an individual. And so, yeah, and then you guys jumping on the classes and things, I can definitely see, a powerful alignment that we could, have in collaboration of bringing something together. For sure. Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I do too. I don't know how that looks or what that looks like just yet, but I think that will unfold.
Yeah.
I think it will. I think it will unfold. Actually, I know it will unfold.
Of course. One of the things I'm initiating as well is a membership program. And part of that is that I'll, be inviting, experts to come and offer value. And then obviously there's opportunity for people to go and study more with them.
Cool.
So that links in with your coaching program as well.
It does.
Awesome. Yeah.
Awesome. It does. Very much so.
Yeah.
And this coaching program for us is us stepping out independently from behind the company. This is really our own product in a sense. However, it sort of feeds into, the company because they provide all the tools to make things work, and for the marketing piece, because not everyone wants to do affiliate marketing and not everyone wants to go to DEA Black. There are plenty of people that are comfortable at membership level and elite level to really just develop their own marketing for their own business.
Yeah.
Lots of people.
And I think that's wonderful, because one of the things I guess I've been lost, if I'm talking about like a potential person with SFM, being someone who really wanted to do it for myself. Initially I thought, I can get all the coaches and people like me, joining up and doing this. But what I found very quickly is there was a very strong affiliate marketing focus through the enrollment process. I don't know if there still is. And then I got very lost in the process. But to have someone like you ladies actually sitting down and going, okay, let's look at what your vision is. What do you want? Where do you want support? And you guiding them within that system.
Yes.
Yeah.
And utilizing the system and the community, all amazing. But actually for you to create a unique pathway for people like me, that don't want to get heavily involved, but, utilize all of that. And, be part of the community. And, when we might have a different direction pulling us, that might say, yes, no, now go and do this, go and do Black, go and do whatever.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of misunderstanding too in like, people actually aren't aware of what Platinum and Black offer.
Yeah, that's true.
With higher levels, like
that's true.
If you're looking at it from your own business perspective.
Yes.
Yeah.
There is a
and
lot
things
of that.
like that. Yeah. So I'm thinking that with you ladies sort of bringing people in through your own work, and obviously if the SFN serves them, then helping them navigate that as well, it would be really powerful.
Yeah, that's exactly how we want to do this too. Like, this is exactly how, because so many people just feel a bit lost in the system, that they're not sure what the next thing they need to do is. And that is something that we want to work on with people, because if you get stuck somewhere, then you've got no progress, and you feel like, okay, well, I don't know what to do now, so I won't do anything, and then you lose momentum.
Yeah,
So
that's good, Chris.
That's, that, I mean, when I connected more with you ladies and saw what you were doing, it was interesting for me. Like, I started my gold coaching with Greg and Fiona, and they threw me into Bing ads. And so I started, and I'm like, this just is not a good fit for me. And so I spoke to them about it, and Greg pretty much says, oh yeah, no, Bing doesn't work for personal development. And I'm like, because I was doing personal development, trying to squeeze a little few words, you know?
Yeah,
and
that's right.
And I was banging my head up against the wall trying to do it, and he said, no, it doesn't work. And I'm like, that's what I'm all about. Like, that's what I'm all about. And it's like, and so I really hit a dead end with their coaching.
Yeah.
They're beautiful people and great coaches, but I just hit a brick wall. And so that, was the decision for me not to continue along the marketing lines, which was fine, totally fine. But, my whole intention was to bring people in that were like me.
Yeah.
But when I joined your group and started seeing what you ladies are doing, I thought, my goodness, this is exactly what. So there's a real gap between going gold and being led down that path. And I'm not sure if it's still like that. I mean, this is a while ago. But being led down that path but coming in and you guys going YouTube, Facebook, be seen, be authentic. I mean, that's sort of,
Wow, that's great.
I don't know.
Feedback.
I'm just sharing my,
good feedback.
My experience.
Yeah,
it's like, and I kept saying to them, I want to do Facebook ads. That's how I come in. I come in through Facebook.
Yeah.
And that was when, the non-compliance and all that sort of stuff was happening. And it was kind of like, oh, well, I'll just wait till, Anyway, never happened, and it's all good. But I love what you ladies are doing and what you're offering, and to bring that out as a product in your own right and then feed back in, I think that's amazing.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Really appreciate that, because that's the gap that we saw too, which is why we've developed what we have. And we just want people to have a smooth, like they go through their ups and downs, but they need to have a smooth pathway so that they can see what they're doing, right, rather than all these boulders and hurdles jumping up in front of them, and when they go had enough.
Very easy to in those early stages, isn't it, Chris? It's very easy to be sort of stopped in your tracks based on some boulders and hurdles that crop up. And I think we're just giving them that ability to just see around it, or just to sort of it's okay, there are other options, or there's just another way of doing it. You're right. It's just nurturing people through the process, right? It's just giving them the confidence to know that you're okay where you are right now, and that's where you need to be right now, and that's fine, and we're here to tell you that. And that's sometimes all that's required for them to then go to the next level, and just to go to the next level. And it usually is from week to week to week. That's all it is. And that's what we want to provide people, because we didn't have it in the beginning, did we, Chris?
That's right.
And just to have that backup is gold. It really is. It's valuable.
So who did you guys come in through?
A guy called Pete Harris, who is part of Mark Ford's team. And Pete Harris is a blogger, he was blogging, and Chris came in one of his blogs. And, that's pretty incredible. Mark is stepping up for us now in part of our webinars that we're having. And he's coaching us now, which is awesome, which is really good, because I think that's, and that's through none of those paid me. This is blogging and writing articles and more sort of organic traffic. So we're looking to him to expand our knowledge base and to expand what we can provide to others now. So it's just a journey that we're traveling right now. We're just going in whichever direction tends to be the biggest pull right now is where we're going. However, our stable base is our YouTube paid marketing campaigns. And that's sort of our specialty, and that's where we've hung our hat for a year now. We'll continue down that path, continue on that journey, and again, be guided by the biggest pull. And at the moment, we're starting to also be pulled into that direction of organic blog writing, organic traffic. But the most important thing is the value that we provide at the membership level. That's where we see our place. Is that regardless if you go straight to gold, regardless if you go straight to elite, it's providing the value at the membership level, because that's where everyone comes in at. Then they find their feet. Then they find the community. Then they find other leaders. Then they find other coaches. Then they really start to find themselves. Our role is those first 3 months is crucial.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, that's exactly. You're right. It's just spot on. Your analogy, your observations of us nurturing people through, that's our space. That's what we do. Find out more about them and where they want to go and what they want to do and what's going to help them more.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, that was my experience. I'm thinking, with the coaching from Greg and Fiona, I'm like, they didn't even ask where I want to go, what do I want to do. It's like, do Bing ads because that's in your budget. And it was like, nah, do the, and it was kind of like no flexibility.
Very linear, definitely.
Very linear. Beautiful, everything, but it was just very structured and very old school. It felt.
We're more about it feeling right for us, and you'd be exactly the same. If you can't get your feeling message out there, then you can't write that. Okay, you can't write that in 35 words.
And it's not, you can't put feeling messages really into Bing ads anyway. Like, it's not a feeling platform, right? It's not a feeling platform.
That's right.
No.
So funny.
See what you're doing.
Put the vibration out, which was what I was doing. But
what you've been doing with your masterclasses is perfect. What you've been doing from a marketing perspective is brilliant. It really is. To get people onto your classes, and guide people through, because you're building such a following. You will build such a following by doing that, because more and more people will connect with that, because we could simply be on a webinar ourselves and say, oh man, we did this masterclass with Theresa, and the breakthroughs that we've had in the last 2 months has been incredible. And just by being a leader in our field or in our expertise or whatever it is that we do, by speaking those words through a recommendation, through a real authentic recommendation and experience, then people will definitely say, well, I would like a piece of that, because if that helped them get their breakthroughs, I want breakthroughs like that. And where do I find Theresa? And so it's this connectivity and collaboration. That's your marketing. And that's what's happening for us. And it's slow and steady, builds strong and very sustainable business, we believe. Sustainable business.
That's it.
I'm sorry, but we do have another call, and
yes,
sorry.
I know.
I talk to you forever, honestly.